Right, page 61, exercise B. Let's do that. Look at the pictures. Write A or N or some. Right, the first one is ice cream. So an ice cream. And then we got here some ice cream. So ice cream can be countable or uncountable. As you can see, a bowl of ice cream. So here is uncountable. So that's why it's saying some ice cream. But here, as you can see, it's a cone of ice cream. So it's like you can count. So like an ice cream because it's coming as cone shape, right? So number 3. Now here, a coffee because we're talking about a cup of coffee, yeah? A cup of coffee or a cup of coffee. Cup in British. In England, they say cup of coffee, a cup of coffee, or a cup of coffee. But here, we're talking about, as you can see here, this is a lot of coffee, and we can use it. We can use it in cups. So here, we're talking about uncountable form. It's a liquid form. So we say some coffee. So basically, some nouns in English language can be both countable and uncountable depending on a situation, depending on the situation, right? So number 5, chicken. So here, you see, we got here like one piece of chicken. So we say a chicken, a chicken. But number 6, there are a lot of chicken, as you can see. So we got here some chicken, uncountable form, some chicken. Great. So here, a cake. The first one is a cake, countable. And then here we got some cake, some cake. Because, you can share it with, it's a big, big part of cake. You can share it with other people. It can be divided. So it's coming as food form. So that's like some cake. But here it's coming in, separate dish. And it's a very small one and countable. And it will be only for one person. So that's why I'm saying a cake, guys. That's how we can go about it. C, write the sentences in the positive, which is plus, or negative, which is minus, form, right? So the first one, there is some milk in the fridge. Because it's a positive, we use some, right? Any, and for negative in question, we use any. So negative, there isn't any. Because of negative, we're using any. So some changes to any when we change from positive to negative, guys. So there are some herbs in our garden. There are some herbs in our garden. Now, negative, there aren't any herbs in our garden. That's it. There aren't any herbs in our garden. Number 3, I didn't have an egg for breakfast. I didn't have an egg for breakfast. So the positive, I had an egg for breakfast. So an egg is a singular form, so it doesn't matter whether you're going to use it in positive or negative. An egg will stay as an egg. So I had an egg for breakfast. That's it. I had an egg for breakfast. Number 4, there isn't any sugar in my coffee. So sugar here is uncountable. So when we use positive structure, we use some sugar. So there is some sugar in my coffee. There is some sugar in my coffee. That's it. Okay, so we got number 5. I didn't eat any snacks yesterday. I didn't eat any snacks yesterday. So snacks, any in positive format, we say I ate some snacks yesterday. I ate some snacks yesterday. Number 6, there weren't any spices in the cupboard. So there were some spices in the cupboard. There were some spices in the cupboard. Number 7, she made a cake for his birthday. Negative, she didn't make a cake for his birthday. She didn't make a cake for his birthday. Number 8, there were some bread on the table. Some bread, uncountable. When we say negative, there wasn't any bread on the table. Let's do that. There wasn't any bread on the table. And that's it. So we're moving to exercise D. Complete the conversation with a, and, some, or any. Right? Let's do that. So we got a, and, some, any. So A is asking here, what do we need to buy for our dinner party? Let's make a list. Right. So B says, well, I want to make a lasagna. So we need some pasta. So lasagna is an Italian food, right? So we need some pasta and some meat. Uncountable nouns. Meat and pasta, they are uncountable. So we're using some with them. So A goes here, pasta and meat. What about tomatoes? Are there? So are there? That's question, guys. Are there? So tomatoes is plural, but the question we use any. Are there any tomatoes in the fridge? And B says, let's have a look. There is an onion. There is an onion, because one onion. But there aren't, the negative, there aren't tomatoes, plural. So we're going to go for any. There aren't any tomatoes. Put those on the list too. Right. So A says, right, tomatoes. Is there cheese? Cheese uncountable, and that's a question form. So we're going to use for cheese, we use any question form. Is there any cheese? And B says, yes, there is. So mozzarella cheese, some. There is some mozzarella cheese. As you can see, with uncountable noun, we use always singular form. Yeah, there is. There is some mozzarella cheese. So that's perfect. A says, let's have salad. Salad is uncountable, so we say some. Let's have some salad with the lasagna. And B says, okay. Then we need to buy lettuce. So a lettuce, countable, a lettuce. We need to buy a lettuce. We can also use uncountable form as well. So let me just put some. Really, we can use both uncountable and countable form. So we can say, then we need to buy a lettuce, or then we need to buy some lettuce. What about dessert? He is asking, what about dessert? Is there fruit? Fruit is uncountable in English language. So is there any fruit? Question. We can't say some. We use some for the positive structure. Positive structure. So because that's the question form, we use any, guys. So is there any fruit? And B says, no, there isn't. Let's get strawberries. Strawberries plural form. So we're going to use here some strawberries. That's it. Now we're moving to exercise E. Write 10 things that you think are in your fridge. Okay. So there's a lettuce. There are some eggs. And I think there is some cheese, I believe. There is some cheese and there are some tomatoes or tomatoes. There are some tomatoes. Okay. And cucumber. There are some cucumbers. There are some cucumbers. And yesterday I bought strawberries. So there are some strawberries. Okay. Fish. We got fish. I bought fish yesterday. So there is some fish. There is some fish. Okay, what else? We got olive oil. There is some olive oil. There is some olive oil. And we got in the kitchen eggs, lettuce, vegetables. There are some vegetables. There are some vegetables. There are some vegetables. And number 10, what else? We can say there is some milk. There is some milk. Okay, so there is some milk. That's it. So we're moving to exercise 3, pronunciation. It's about letters EA. This EA combination. So we can say in 3 sounds here. E like tree, or E like egg, and A like train. So A is asking us to circle the word with a different sound. So the first sound, so this is the first category, second category, the third category. So the first category sound is E, tree, like E. So here, meat, T is same as tree. But breakfast, look, breakfast, so it is different. So we're circling it. Second sound category, that is like egg. As egg. So we got bread, healthy, ice cream. Bread, look, bread, healthy, ice cream, cream, E. So that is different sound. So we're going to circle this word. Category 3, A as train, A. Now we've got eat, great, steak. So great, Steak, that is A sound. E, that is a different E sound. So we're going to circle it down. So we're going to listen to 9.1 to double check our answer.
9.1. 1. Tree. E. Meat. Breakfast. Tea.
2. Egg. E. Bread. Healthy. Ice cream.
3. Train. A. Eat. Great. Steak.
That's it, guys. So in this way, we have finished page 61 as well. And the next one is 9b, and we're going to do it in the next video. So we're going to stop here. That's enough. Thanks for your time, and have a nice one, guys. See you soon. Bye-bye.